Alright guys, welcome to today's video. Basically this one's going to be customizing this Batman Who Laughs, making it one of a kind. It's actually a giveaway prize that was won by one of the viewers of the channel, so thank you so much for your continued support. This is the video where we're going to be customizing your gift, and I hope you like the way that it turns out when we're all done at the end of it. I have a general idea for what I'm going to do with this, how I'm going to make it, custom one of one. And I apologize, my dogs are going in and out of that dog door. But yes, I have a pretty general idea of what I'm going to do already for this figure, but I might improvise a few parts here and there. So we shall see. Now, as far as the figure goes, it's an awesome figure. Really, really cool that McFarlane, did this, and I'm a huge fan of his glow-in-the-dark style series type of figures. I just think that they're super awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get these cut right here. So give me one moment. But yes, I think it's a very awesome figure, and it's one of my favorites by McFarlane. Articulation could be better on this figure, and I know I possibly said that in the last video, or I may not have. But for the the type of figure that it is, and what he's going for, this totally works as well. Give me just one moment. There's a lot of these clips here, and I want to make sure that I'm opening it as gently as I possibly can. And also, I want to make sure that I'm not, snipping any unnecessary parts. So thank you so much for, watching this right now. If you're still hanging in there and not viewing anything on screen, give me just a moment here. And let's see. All right, I think we kind of got it. Okay, let's try to pop them on out. Ooh. Oh man, I am so sorry about that. I shattered the casing there. My deepest apologies. Sorry, give me one moment here. Oh man, that's a little embarrassing. My apologies, I'm just trying to do this, held in a very weird way for the camera. And I unfortunately think that was a mistake holding it like that, so again, my sincerest apologies. If I had an extra one of these, I would totally replace it for you with the box, but I don't have an extra one, and I'm not entirely sure if they're still available on Amazon. It was a limited time run. So these are limited edition, guys. The numbers on the card there. And I just wanted to show you, again, I'm very, very sorry I snapped that there. My apologies. Let's go ahead and place this guy back in here. We're not going to be doing any custom work to, the base or the card stand or the battering. I like leaving certain things original, and I think aesthetically wise, if I leave this all the same, it's going to be really cool when you have that and this figure that's going to be a one of one right next to it as well. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start painting this guy. Oh yes, and that's what I was actually going to say earlier. I think I got sidetracked though, so my apologies. But basically with this figure, we are not going to be adding any specific parts or making any changes to the structure of the figure itself. We're just simply going to be doing a paint custom. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video and sit back and relax, and yeah, just have fun enjoying this video, and hopefully this does turn out into something that the viewer appreciates. I do have different plans for what I'm going to do. you know, to make this look super, super cool. At least in my eyes. And hopefully you appreciate it. If you don't, I am very, very sorry. I don't know if Amazon's still selling them, but that's where I originally got these. But yeah, I'm very sorry if you don't like what I'm about to do to it. I think that it's gonna look really cool, but we never know until we actually do it. So let's get started. And give me just a moment, guys. I'm just trying to get my brushes here in order. Some of them are doing little weird things, but it's because they haven't been soaking for too long. It's been a little while since I've used these, so that's to be expected. All right, so what we're gonna start off with doing is actually whitening the, you know, outside of his skin. I like what they did with the dual color there, but I really want to make this Joker stand out, you know? And I think if we give him more of a vibrant palette, it's gonna be really awesome. All right. Now, for those of you that are wondering, if this is easy, it is a little bit easy, a little bit difficult in my opinion. I think the name of the game is just patience, you know, honestly, when it comes down to painting figures like this. Because you don't want to miss any spots, and you also don't want to overpaint. But yeah, there's half of his face done right there. We're not going to change his teeth, or maybe we'll you know, make the lips a little bit more Joker colored. We'll see. All right, and I'm probably not going to provide an incredible amount of commentary in this video. I don't know if you guys appreciate the commentary or you find it rather annoying, but I may intermittently jump in, but for the most part, I think I'm not going to really say anything and just focus on getting this figure painted for the awesome subscriber and viewer. All right, let's see. I feel like I should have almost done this on a live stream. That might have made it a little bit more fun. Oops. All right, and looks like I got a little bit over there on the lip. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick. We're gonna take this nifty tool right here. This is straight up improvisation, guys, but we're gonna take it and see if we can clear that spot up. All right. Does look like it wiped away. Oh, it's a little speck there. Okay. There it is. So it did a pretty fine job at getting it wiped away. Let's go ahead and continue painting here. And I'm gonna have to hold this figure a little close just for this part, so my apologies for the you know, no footage right there, or for the stuck background, I should say. I just want to focus, because it's such a tiny spot, I want to focus on trying to get it right with minimal error. So bear with me here, guys. And just because of my setup, it would be nearly impossible, or not impossible, I guess. Nothing's ever impossible, but it's very difficult to try to get, you know, a good shot of me doing these detailed paintings because of my current setup right now. So maybe in the future, if this channel continues to grow, I can start, you know, investing a little bit more finances to the channel and to supporting the channel. But I don't want to. I don't want to do it, you know, with you guys like buying merchandise or anything weird like that. I guess the goal would just be to get to the point where I'm able to actually monetize the videos and, you know, just essentially make the money through the advertisement from different advertisers that may want to advertise on the channel. I don't ever want to, you know, force you guys or push my products or my things on you guys at all. I just, you know, I don't want to grow this channel that way. And hopefully you guys can appreciate the little bit of commentary there. This is how he's turned out so far. I kind of, as you guys can see, even though I was trying really hard not to, I still went over on that lip. And I do have a very custom brush to help me with those finer details, but I can't seem to find it. So that's a little frustrating, but I think this, on the plus side, this gives it a more surreal, kind of more of a realistic look to it, in my opinion. It just looks more like smeared makeup, so, you know, it looks good on the Joker. Alright, and not sure if you guys can hear my kiddos in the background, but they're having conversations, so if you guys hear those voices back there, that's what's going on. Let's see here. Hey girls, you guys are doing all right? All right. Let's see here. Sometimes they, you know, they're siblings, so sometimes they get into little tidbits. But I like to try to, excuse me, be proactive about those tidbits and, you know, intervene before they even turn into something or get out of hand. And by out of hand, I mean, I don't mean anything like bad or terrible. I just mean, you know, when kids really rile themselves up, they can become quite upset and, you know, say things that they don't mean, or just have, you know, more grievances and frustrations than they would have if somebody just interjected prior to it getting to that point. So yeah, sometimes I'll just do a little checkup with them like that. Just a little check-in when I hear that they're talking to each other in certain ways. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Alright, so I found this tool here, which sometimes does help with not putting on paint, but taking it off. So got a little bit on his teeth there. This kind of works like an eraser. All right, there we go. Oh, sorry, I gotta keep looking at the video. Ongoing on the screen just to make sure that everything fits. And my apologies again for this cough. I just, man, I'm hoping it goes away relatively soon. All right, there's that smile. Very good. Okay, I like that a lot, guys. I like that a lot more compared to what it looked like. It may use like an additional, you know, it may need an additional coating. And also, got to fix this a little bit more too. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it because I am going to go in and repaint those lips. I'm wondering if I should make his teeth a little bit wider. They're just pretty jacked up here. That is one of my favorite things about this figure, is just how, you know, crazy and wild his teeth are. All right. So there he is. Face and chin painted. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started on the cowl. So for the cowl, we're gonna do something a little different. A little different than what's been done before, I think. Actually, no, before we go that route, I was gonna do the cowl purple, so you guys know. I just changed my mind though. There's a different color I want to put on the cowl itself along with the cape. And I'm hoping, I mean, it looks cool in my head, so hopefully that transcends. And if not, I'm very, very sorry. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Let's see. All right, let's see if anybody can guess the color we're doing on the cowl. And boom, there it is. Excuse me. So what we're gonna do at first, we're gonna go over this a couple of different times, but we're just gonna get, you know, a good chunk of it colored right now. Just go in for the seams. Excuse me. That kind of looks a little cool already. Ink blotch there. I'm not gonna do it like in an ink blotched manner. I'm actually going to paint it all the way. But it would look cool as an ink blotch type of figure. Excuse me. All right. Let's go ahead and get all that back here. So yeah, this is just basically our initial, you know, our initial lathering, I guess, of the paint. Now the cape, I think with the cape itself, I'm gonna leave it with this kind of, you know, black like streaks through it. I'm gonna leave it kind of patterned like that, just because I think it adds texture to the cape, and in my opinion, it makes it look a lot cooler. So we're just gonna continue going over this. I'm not too concerned about, you know, the paint basically going all over the place like that. We're gonna go over it a few different times. We have to, otherwise the you know, paint doesn't look good, and it would cheapen out the figure in my opinion, and I don't want to do that. I want to give you a really cool figure. It's already a cool figure, but hopefully you enjoy the custom job. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to continue going over this cape. And we are going to go back to the cowl, guys. I'm wanting to give it a little bit of time so it can dry out slightly. And then we're gonna apply a much thicker coat of paint on it after it dries out a little bit more. All right. Ooh, and that seeped through, but that's all right. Excuse me. This figure is already super awesome. I know I already said that, but the reason why I like customizing, you know, figures, like doing repaints and stuff, is because sometimes I think when I look at figures, I'm just like, oh, it would be a lot cooler if it looked this certain way, or if it came with this weapon, or, you know, if it came with this helmet, or little things like that. And that's what really interests me, and, you know, makes me want to do customs. All right. And I think that's good now to where we can actually paint it. We are still gonna have to repaint the face as well. Excuse me. I may keep this going just a little bit longer, and I may stop it, and the video I'm saying, and I may just stop it and then put it together with the finished result, just so that way you guys don't have to listen to me coughing every 2 minutes. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and get this more customized, and I'll be back shortly with, you know, the semi-finished results, or maybe the entire finished results. It's just gonna take a little bit of time to dry and everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys back here in just a moment. All right, guys, and here are the end results. And yeah, I still have a little bit of dry paint on me. There are portions of this that are still drying a little bit. As soon as they dry, I'm gonna go ahead and go over it with a little bit of a varnish mint, so that way it seals the paint. But yeah, there is my rendition of what I thought would be really cool, in terms of, like, you know, the idea that I had of making this Joker kind of bloodied, and I really wanted to go with the original Batman bluish cowl, like old school, you know, from maybe even the like pre-Adam West days. And then I know I started painting his cape blue there, but I mean, that purple, guys, come on. That's like a Joker staple. So overall, I'm very happy with it. I hope you are as well. The lucky winner that already won this, that you know, is going to be receiving it in the mail. But I hope this figure makes you super happy. I think it's really cool. I really hope that you like it. But yeah, this is one of those figures that I'm also like, man, it's super cool. I'd love to just have it set up on my shelf. But we can, you know, see what future custom figures come about this channel. I might get lucky and get another one of these Jokers in, and if I do, I'm gonna try to customize it pretty close to this. Now, I did want to say his costume here, this color, it's super unique. I know it doesn't seem like much, but just wait until you receive it in person. It's very unique. It actually took 6 different paints and 3 different mixtures, so I had to remix it a total of three different times on those 6 different paints. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So I think that's like what, 18 different things that had to be going on in order to create this color. It's really cool. It's like a greenish, grayish. It shows up okay on camera, but it looks much cooler in person, in my opinion. But yeah, it's not quite the Batman gray, but there's a little bit of like a hint of green in there, which I think is just perfect for the Joker. And it goes really well with the gloves. As you can see, I did leave the belt original along with the armbands here, the little part of the armband, the gauntlets. I don't know if you guys remember from previous videos, but I like, personally, when I customize figures or do like repaints, I love leaving little parts of the original figure alone, you know, little paint areas. It's not that I'm being lazy about it or not wanting to paint it out of just, you know, procrastination or whatnot. It's that I genuinely leave a piece of the product completely unpainted, because I also like seeing that little trademark of the originality on it. But guys, look at that face. This is really cool. It came out so good. So good. So we layered it with the white. We did redo the eyes a bit, of course, and we gave him a bloodied smile along with darkened up the lipstick a little bit more. But anyway, hopefully you absolutely love it. He looks super, super cool. And let me just give you guys a quick example of what I mean by leaving an original portion of a figure alone. So here we are, actually side by side, so you can kind of see the difference a little bit there. A little bit. This is a terrible angle, but yeah, there's a difference. So I don't know, you guys comment below, which one do you guys like better? Honestly, let me know. I like this one. I just have preference over customs. But anyway, yeah, here's a little custom bike that I've done, and I think I've showed this one in previous videos before. But I did all this custom, and I purposefully left, I signed it a little bit there, but I purposefully left the underside of the jaw completely unpainted, along with, the underside of the mouth. I just like giving the credit, even if it's a tiny bit of it, and leaving it original, because somebody, this was designed and this was painted. They chose a very specific color scheme for this for a reason. But I mean, there's the seat. Yeah, I like customizing it, made it look a little bit more, like if it's an actual, like it's actually functionable. And this bloodied up Batman just happens to go great with it too. I'm sorry, I'm not including the bike. I just brought it in to show you guys what I meant by, leaving a portion completely unpainted. But he does go good on there. I mean, he fits, and I can go through the trouble and straighten his legs out and everything like that. But yeah, goes pretty decently well together. And I can't wait until you receive them in the mail. All right, thanks so much for watching.